All right guys, welcome back to the channel. So I had this customer drop off their Hellcat Durango the other day, and I just got done working on it. I had some issue with the brake, so I just got done bleeding the brakes. The pedal is real spongy. But what's special about this one is it's the first ever B5 Hellcat Durango. When he dropped it off, I'm looking at it, I'm like, that's not a factory color. So he ended up doing a brand new paint job on this, and it came out really good. Can't even tell it was ever painted. They did the door jambs. This thing came out amazing, especially with the red interior. That red interior goes really well with that B5 blue. Now, if you know about Hellcat Durangos, they were made for 1 year. They're made for 2021. Let's get in here real quick. They were made for 2021, and then that was supposed to be the only year they were made, but Hellcat or Dodge decided to stop production for 2022, and now they recently decided to bring them back for 2023. But this one has the sunroof, got the red seat belts, got the red interior. It even has a center console back there. Mine didn't have that before. I'm gonna take it on a spin real quick, but I'll show you guys the outside. So I had a problem with the brake. I ended up fixing that with just some air in the system. I guess when they tried to repaint the calipers, whoever tried to bleed the brakes didn't do a good job. So I ended up fixing that. Well, this color is real nice. They're actually supposed to bring back this color for 2023. So this is the first time I see it in person, and it looks really good on the truck. So now I'm gonna take it for a spin. I haven't driven one of these in a long time. It does have a mid muffler delete. Where's my key? I already showed you guys that part. Sounds real good. When I had mine, I didn't do the mid muffler delete because I didn't want to get rid of the supercharger noise. Let me give it a couple revs. Sounds real good. But let's move the Hellcat out of the way, and we'll take it for a quick spin. And it's gonna be a pretty short video. I just wanted to show you guys this because I've never seen this before. All right, now we're gonna take it on a quick spin. I thought you wouldn't be able to hear the supercharger because of the muffler. Yeah, that thing's loud as hell. But yeah, nothing much to it. So next year they're bringing back the Hellcat Durango for a final year. And then the problem with that was everybody who bought it for 2021 and was trying to get crazy money for it, they kind of crashed on that. So now that 23s are bringing them back, the 21s, they ain't worth as much anymore. So I'm gonna be ordering a 23 again, and it's gonna hold value since it's gonna be the last year they make them. And I really thought they're gonna bring back the Trackhawks for one more year, but they didn't end up doing that. All right, so that was really it for this one. I just wanted to give you guys a quick clip on it before the customer picks it up. But now we are heading to DEARBORN Hair Wash to pick up the Redeye. They just finally finished detailing it, and then we're gonna bring it back here and then show you guys how it looks. Alright guys, just left DEARBORN Hand Wash. They made this thing look brand new again. The interior was pretty dirty from the swap, but I ended up fixing all the stuff that were missing from the last video. So as you can see, now you can see the miles on there. I ended up fixing that bezel. Airbag light turned off. It turned out to be a bad clock spring, so thank God I have one laying around. I ended up putting these pieces on. The only piece I'm missing now is this part over here that covers that neutral switch, but once we get back to the house, I'll do another video, show you guys how this thing looks now. And the customer should be picking this up within the next 10 days, so it's ready for pickup, and it came out really good. I like how it came out with the black and yellow, and a lot of people liked that video when I showed it off the first time. All right guys, we made it back to the house, and this here is the final product. This is the final step before the customer picks it up. I always like to get them detailed, get it cleaned out, so when it comes up here, you know, the car is not dirty. I had it paint corrected because it was black, and you know, with the car being this old, it showed a lot of scratches and, you know, minor things that happen when the car ages. So I had DEARBORN Hand Wash paint correct it. They detailed it, cleaned out under the hood, and they did a really good job. The paint looks real good now, and the interior is real clean. So like I said, I fixed the missing things that I showed you guys from the last video. So from the airbag problem, the clock spring is actually over here. It kept saying that the two circuits on the wheel airbag were open, which are these. So I tested the circuit is fine, and it turned out being a clock spring that's bad, and thank God I had one just laying around. So I put that in there, plugged in the airbag, and the airbag light went away. So that was the issue with that. So I fixed that part, And then I told you guys about the miles and how the miles weren't showing. So I popped out the bezel, I took out the cluster, and then I heated the bezel back up. I folded it down, and now as you can see, you can read the miles and they're a lot more visible. I ended up getting the 2 pieces that are missing over here. The old ones were folded up because of the heat. So I ended up going to the junkyard and finding 2 used ones, and they came out pretty good. The only part I'm missing is a pocket that goes over here, and I'm pretty sure I could get it from the dealer. If not, I'll go back to the salvage yard and try to find one of those. I ended up wiring the clock, like I explained. It goes to the battery. No, it goes to the radio, because the radio has a live wire that stays on even when the car's off. And then I wired it to the ashtray for the backlight. So right now, as you can see, it works. So I can adjust it in a second. So this car, it actually started off as a kit. So I had the Redeye, and I was offering it for sale. I didn't have the 300. So I offered it, I think it was $40,000. If you have your own 300, you pay me $40,000 and I'll put it together as a Redeye. So the customer that hit me up for this, he said, hey, I have the money for the 300, but I just don't have one. So we ended up working a deal where I bought this car, I put it together for him, and then I ended up, the whole thing ended up costing him like $65,000, which I think is a really good deal, because I used to put together Hellcats, not Redeyes, and they used to cost like around 70. So I gave him a pretty good deal on this, and the price included the wheels, the black and yellow theme, the star headliner. Basically all said and done, the way you see it is the way, you know, he's gonna get it. So as of now, I've been getting a lot of DMs and a lot of messages about people asking for, you know, some swap builds, but I just don't have anything at the moment. The market has been really crazy with these parts. I was bidding on a Charger jailbreak, a 22 Charger jailbreak, and this thing was railed from the side. Like, this door was sitting in the center console, like, it was that bad, and there was no way you could fix it. So I was bidding on it just to buy it as parts, and I was gonna do like a jailbreak 300, a jailbreak whatever, whoever was interested in it. It sold for $56,000. Like, there's no way I could do anything with that. So I'm trying to get my hands on a parts car and then get it ready as a kit, then offer that for sale. It's just hard to get anything right now. I was actually bidding on a Demon today, and it sold for $78,000, and it needed about $20,000 of work. So I thought that wasn't worth it. But this over here is coming up the day after tomorrow, so in 2 days, and I'm probably gonna buy this as a parts car. So it has a red interior, to Hellcat, not a Redeye. The miles aren't visible, but I'm probably gonna do a Carfax on it to see how, you know, what's the last miles that are red on there. It is a 21, and this will be good for a parts build or a swap build. So if I buy it, again, I'll post about it. You guys will know that I have it, and then if you're interested, you'll reach out, put a deposit down, and then we'll go from there. Yep, that's about it for this video. I mentioned like 30 times I'm gonna take off the wrap on the 300, but just never had time to do it. And honestly, I don't even know what my plans are with this thing, man. I don't know if I'm gonna sell it, if I'm gonna keep it. The thing is, if I sell it, there's what else I'm gonna do with it? You know, there's so much that could top this thing off, and that's why I haven't done anything with it yet. But that's gonna be it for today's video, guys. If you're new, make sure to subscribe, hit that like button, and I'll see you back on the next one.